Hi from Rock Choppers. Thanks for dropping in. Here's the setup I used to chuck up the 1-inch hex bar that I will cut the rear axle from. I started by bluing the end and scribing on 3 axes for a visual center. I cut a bushing to fit the hex bar with half a thou clearance ID and a groove 125 thou deep OD for the fingers of the steady rest. I lightly chucked the bar close to center visually at the chuck end. I then mounted the bushing and steady rest at the tailstock end. I used the precision center as a pointer to get the center as close as visually possible. Then I used the dial gauge at the chuck end and achieved half a thou runout on the points and flats of the hex bar. Then I dialed in the steady rest end to 1 thou on the points and half a thou on the flats. Being raw stock 12L14, I think this is as close as I can get. Tramming with the dial gauge is within 1 thou on the flats. Now I will center drill the tailstock end to hold with the precision center for the turning operations. I will remove the steady rest for that. I did it this way to get as close to center as possible. As my spindle bore is only 1 inch, the 1-inch hex bar is 1 inch 145 thou diameter at the points, so it would not fit through the spindle to get an accurate center drilled close to the chuck. The operations will be turning the axle shaft down to 3/4 inch 750 thou for the wheel bearings and spacers. Threading the end for the axle nut. Starting with the hex bar, I will leave the bolt end as is for a 1 inch by 1/2 inch bolt head. I will cut and thread a 1 inch by 5/8 inch long axle nut from another piece of the same hex bar stock. Please like and subscribe. I will appreciate that. Stop in again, more videos to come.